What are you going to talk about?
Alright, how do we start this?
Welcome back to another episode.
Okay, let's do this. Renovation Diaries. Alright, ready? Alright, so we're live. We're not live. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we're not live.
We're not live. Alright. Welcome to Renovation Diaries. Essentially, we
You love the word essentially.
I know. Alright. Welcome to Renovation Diaries. It's something that we're going to start.
Welcome to Renovation Diaries, where we vlog our renovations.
A weekly vlog.
I wouldn't say weekly.
No, well,
That's pressure.
no, well, it's vlog typically is like every day, and I'm not like that. That's setting up.
So welcome to Renovation Diaries, where you
Welcome to Renovation Diaries, where every week we sit down together and talk more about the experience of renovating, of doing renovation projects, and versus the the little how-tos. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not talking about like the little details. We're talking more about like the overall like fuck, it's hard to buy windows because one, whatever the cost, whatever the measurements, all that stuff, versus like, wow, this is a double plying window with some halogen, whatever the gas is.
Halogen.
Well, there's like gas in there or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so essentially what we're gonna be there's that word again. We're on to renovating our house, and twice a week, essentially, there it goes again. So during the week, we're going to be recording how to do the process of, let's say we're going to be starting in our basement. So we're going to talk about how to do that. So there's going to be a 10 to 12 minute video on that week of the actual tasks and things like that. So that's going to be more of like the strategic, how to do the thing. And then there's going to be this vlog video to follow that, to talk more about the actual like human factor, right, of renovating this. Even doing this video right now, it's 9:38, whatever, and like we had to do it today because tomorrow we're demoing these walls.
Is that your explanation of Renovation Diaries?
I don't know. Well, like, why don't we just run with this? I mean, this is almost like that authentic is what we're trying. Like,
I think it's just like a deeper side of our journey. Don't touch me. I can hear myself. We're not ASMRing this diary. I just think it's I don't know. I think it's just another perspective that you're not going to see in the quick stories or how-tos or like almost more staged videos. Like, hey, you want to know why that took us pain in the ass? Like, we'll share it in our diary. This is like our more like
it'll be cool
deeper side of it.
Yeah, it'll be cool to almost look back to episode 1 or vlog number 1 of our renovation
basement.
Yeah, as we kind of go ahead and do this entire house and kind of work on our challenges of like growing our business as we're doing this and as we're doing everything else. So it's kind of it'll be interesting for us, and this is almost genuinely is a diary.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like this, people are seeing a more personal side, or more emotional personal side to like Winnie or Misha that they haven't seen.
And Catherine, I mean, this is an opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got your wife in here.
Yeah, this is an
you
actual
got all our
opportunity
cameramen
to
and
do
stuff.
this. Cameramen, yeah. The hardest part about all of this was to figure out what wires and.
If people could see how creepy this basement is.
Well,
I'm so uncomfortable being just sitting here. Like, this big ass window, like.
This is gonna be the sickest
boogeyman pops up.
Basement ever once we're
the smell
done with
in here right now.
So the process for us is we just bought this house. We had to close out a bunch of projects before we could actually start working on this house because we wanted to document this step by step as we're doing it. We didn't want to be just everywhere, even though I feel like we're everywhere.
We're still everywhere.
Like, right? but we were able to close out the projects we were, and then essentially give ourselves a couple months of runway to then focus on the house. And instead of your classic paying somebody else to do it, let's do it ourselves. I'm excited to learn how to do some of this stuff because we've done so many bathrooms, and I feel like I've just rinsed. What is it? Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Right? Like I've done that so many times with bathrooms together, where like now to do something new and like do some research on it and
uncharted territory for sure. You think you know, but you don't once you start getting into it.
It's exciting. I mean, just to research how to do some basement work and everything like that is just it's. I love learning, and this is just the next thing on how to to learn something. So our process essentially is going to be, there's that word again, essentially. She says
it's a filler word. It's a filler word. Like very or really. Essentially
it's a
what
filler
we're going
word.
to do down here, or what we're going to do.
We're going to renovate our basement, move into our basement, and then renovate the upstairs, and then be able to move up back upstairs. So we're going to give ourselves a couple months to do this. Hopefully, there's no interruptions in that.
I think there will be interruptions, and we have to plan for them.
Yeah, and the process, not the process, but the layout of this renovation diary, what's going to be ideally in a perfect world, is that we're going to look a week behind, essentially. Dang.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have pointed it out.
Yeah, I know, and now it's just like in there.
It's not. I think it's okay when you say it once in a while.
It's an English word.
Yeah, and it kind of sounds like official or like important. So I get why you say it.
I'd rather say essentially than like.
Yeah, I used to be a like person. I used to say it like all the time. Is it like really cool, or is it just really cool?
Or is it essentially really cool? But so we're going to look a week back.
In our diary.
Yeah, reflect on the video that we're going to put out, some of the challenges that went into it.
It's like a verbal journal.
Yeah, it's not a fucking podcast.
Welcome to our verbal journal.
It is not a podcast. There's podcasts popping out everywhere.
Yeah, good for people.
It's great. It's great.
Well, it's a funnel. Let's see who gets.
That's why this is a
funnel.
vlog. It is, because it's a video log. This will not be on any other platform except whatever you're watching it on.
Except all the platforms that
are not
we can post it
Spotify and Apple, whatever. So we're going to look a week back. First part of it, look at a week back, the challenges and kind of what came up, what was easy, harder, what was harder than we expected. And then kind of week ahead. Here's what we're going to be working on next week. And then...
Should we share goals? That's dangerous.
Goals for the following week?
Yeah, because if we say our goal is that we don't complete it, people are going to ride you.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the cool... Not cool part, but that's, I feel like, the authentic part of...
Well, yeah, of course.
Because, this is our house. We are a couple that's documenting it. And, I feel like people on the other side are also doing this.
Some people could be, yes.
They're going to say,
or have the conversations we did have.
Next week we're just going to bang this out. We're going to get this and this and this done. And then, shit hits the fan and you don't. So I think it would be cool to show that happens to everybody. And it's not this HGTV perfect whatever.
That is true. They have given a false hope to most homeowners. It's very sad.
HGTV, you know how...
we have a bone to pick with them.
Such a big bone. You know how on YouTube, let's say, if you talk about crypto or you talk about stocks or financial stuff, at the end you always have to say, not a financial advice, do your own research. This is not a financial advice, do your own research. HGTV
it's like a disclaimer.
HGTV needs to do that as well at the end of every episode that they run. This is not a construction advice, and this is not reality. You need to do your own
advice from experts or do your own research kind of thing.
Some of the stuff is ridiculous. They would have renovated this basement by the time this episode is done, or this freaking vlog is done. It's incredible what the timeline they have.
It gives false hope, false expectations. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Most it's very staged. I think most people know that by now. Like,
we'll do maybe a full vlog just on that at some point. I guess for us, our goal for next week is going to be. Do you want to talk about that? I mean, so
got the basement.
Got the basement.
I have a plan with the windows. Misha's driving me nuts with the windows.
They're expensive.
Well, it's not that. I just want final measurements, and you're like, I think part of you's like nervous.
We're a day away. Again, we are a day away from knowing foundation to foundation size.
Do you want to make a bet? Like, I just... Never mind.
We're so close to actually knowing the exact measurement where we don't have to just measure like the frames and stuff.
Yeah, so it would be to gut it, to get it down to the studs. I'm super curious about this wall.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like an ant colony in there. Yeah, that wall right there. You can see.
Yeah, that wall. That's a crazy cool wall.
I feel like there's like an ant colony in there.
Probably. We have an ant problem in the house.
We have an ant problem in the house.
But next week, our goal is to completely gut this and get down to the bare bones of what we're working with and then assess the situation from there. Catherine's working on pricing out the windows. We have 4.
We have windows priced out. We just need final measurements. And that's like, that was a cool experience. Totally, it was better than I thought, but also like, yeah, like windows are no joke. Like, especially if you're putting them into an already existing space.
Talk about why not big box store versus going directly to a window dealer, like Pella. So we're gonna use Pella windows.
Oh, you mean okay?
And at the store, didn't they say like, at the big box stores, the windows are a little different than what they are here or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. I think it's the same kind of thing we deal with bathrooms, as far as like Moen and Delta products are sold at big box stores, and they're also sold at distributors. And a lot of people will argue that, at least this is faucet talk, that the interior work of the faucets and stuff might be metal versus plastic. And it's hard to tell because some collections that's true on, where like it is plastic in Moen and Delta from those stores, and sometimes it's not. But it's the same kind of, I think it's the same kind of thing with the windows, and what they were telling me at a Pella store is that they are made differently. They're also different series. Like, and that's something you find with faucets, and I'm sure with other things too, I'm just not familiar with it. It's like only certain collections are sold at big box stores versus straight from the distributor.
Way more options, right? And you can kind of go right directly to the source at a store.
I mean, yes, and of course everything can be custom. With custom comes money, but that's how they sell you. Like, if it doesn't fit your size, they're like, oh, it can be custom.
No.
But it's nice to know someone, like, when you go to a big box store, the person working there is working for the entire store. So, like, and sure, they have certain people that maybe...
They don't have, like, a window specialist.
True, right. What's the specialist?
I've had a tile specialist there that was like...
Right. When I went to Pella, like, just, like, his lingo alone, I was like, oh, okay, this guy knows his stuff. Like,
he's a wordsmith.
Yeah, with windows. But it was great.
So...
He made me excited to use Pella. He made me excited to spend money on Pella.
So we're gonna... It was either, I guess, Pella or Anderson, and... We have a store that's Pella right now.
Well, I think still if we had Anderson in our town, I think we still would have went with Pella. Anderson's expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
we have, what's our window situation? We have 4... I mean, do we have to talk about that? We don't have to talk about that. This is not next week's stuff.
Welcome to our journal. The end. That was it.
For this week?
Yeah.
No, it's because we're going to talk about windows.
Right now?
No, I'm saying like next episode or something. Like when we're actually doing the windows, and I'm like, shit, it was so hard to get them. But... This is one of these things where it's a classic thing that I feel like a lot of people at home can relate to.
We're hoping we can be relatable.
Which is procrastination and just putting it off.
Misha's been procrastinating this.
This is intimidating.
Oh, of course.
Taking time off for a couple of months from work is intimidating. But there's a freaking dumpster outside.
So we have to fill it.
And it's getting picked up in 7 days.
Yeah,
so there is
we need to fill it.
There's no going back. Like, we have to get this done. I have my brother coming tomorrow to us to help us with this. We're going to just strip this thing down. Alex will be here helping us.
I think demo is so exciting. Like, I mean, sure, I'd love to do demo. I'm also kind of grossed out. But, like, I'm like, what's underneath the walls? Or, like, I'm always, like, thinking we're going to find something. Like, not that it's going to be, like,
Demo's
good.
super cool for the first 10 minutes. And then it's like, dang, now we have to bring all this stuff out into the dumpster and do all the walking. So it's fun. We're going to just,
We originally were going to do the truck and the trailer. So at least we're not doing that. In New Hampshire, you bring your garbage to the dump. Like there's no, I mean, I think there's a few dumpster companies that you can pay, right? But it's not common.
Like home
garbage? Like home garbage, you don't have pickup.
Station.
So we were like, oh, we'll just fill the trailer and the truck, and like doing the math on, because you still have to pay for it, doing the math and the time to load that and then unload it. You realize that you'd have to load it, unload it. So you'd be doing it twice.
About $700.
Yeah, $689 to be exact.
It's a 20-yard dumpster, whatever. So let's say $700. And if I was to do my trailer, minimum 3 loads.
Oh,
they were all would have.
I think.
They all would have. No, I mean.
I think so.
Big boy.
Look
trailer.
at these 2 things.
It's a big trailer.
All the bricks.
So I think it would have been at least 3 loads of like $200.
See, I think it would have been 5 loads of $100. Ken kind of gives you a deal sometimes, so that's what I'm saying. Like, but I don't think
I can just name drop like my people that I'm paying off in
You
town.
think they're gonna go and Google a New Hampshire dumpster and try to find Joe Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, not ideally. What my guesstimation is, we're probably paying $100 extra for somebody to just come and pick it up
for convenience.
Yeah, where we're saving 3 trips of me having to load it up, drive it over, dump it all back, bring it back, and
It was smart.
Thank you.
This was your idea.
This was 100% my idea, but Catherine put it, like, organized it and set it up.
Made the phone calls.
And had them dropped off. Pulled the strings and had them all dropped off.
But yes, you did the research to find these people. These one-of-a-kind, genuine people.
It's just a local dumpster.
I think it's in every state.
It's super simple to find.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in every state, this company.
But that's something to kind of circle back is the procrastination part of, like, a renovation. It's super intimidating because once you start, you're started.
Sorry.
What?
Did you make this table?
I made this table. There's a chair under there. Yeah. Ingenuity.
Is this going to be our table for?
No, I think we're going to have to step it up. So the goal is going to be I don't know. I think it'd be cool to almost have behind us whatever we're working on. So like next time you're watching this video.
Misha, this is not a class.
Huh?
It's not a class.
No, I don't mean like that. Like,
here, folks.
No, I mean like next time there's just going to be like a...
Reflect back to the board.
It's going to be open behind us and it's just going to be like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
Vlog number 2.
And
Look
if they missed one, they got to go back and watch it.
Yeah, so...
Valuable stuff in this last 10 minutes.
We're just have honestly no dang idea what we're doing with this. And I've been like freaking out about this today.
I think if we have the mindset this is more for us and we just happen to be posting
with the vlog.
Yeah.
Listen.
No. The journal. The journal diary. Or vlog. Sure.
Well, it's the renovation diary.
Vlog has high expectations because don't vloggers usually vlog once a day? Right?
That's why we talked about this.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe we should.
Well, it's a daily vlog. That's what it's called.
This is not a daily vlog.
This is a weekly vlog that we're going to do. We're calling it Renovation Diaries because it's super freaking self-explanatory. Renovation Diaries.
That's it.
In the vlog form. That's all it is. Video logging.
If you want to know what it is, watch it.
Week 9 of the basement renovation.
Still in the basement.
The windows are still not in.
They take 4 weeks, guys.
4 weeks to get the windows in. Nice.
They said that's good timing. They said usually it was months, and now it's only 4 weeks. So if you want to order windows, it's only 4 weeks.
It's alright, but we can get all the rough opening done. We can get all the framing done inside.
Yeah, we still have to do a lot of framing.
Even like the walls where the windows.
This wall's getting pushed back a little. I think.
No, I think it's going right there, baby. That's where the load-bearing beam is. It has to stay under the beam.
I have to look at my designs.
It has to stay under the beam because there's going to be a beam down there. Thumb down.
All right.
How do we end this?
How do I end it?
We'll see you next week.
Turn to the next page. No, honey, sorry. All right. That was it. Maybe I'll get up and leave, and that will be the sign.
And I just sit here by myself.
Yeah.
Let's go watch Next Level Chef.
Oh, we didn't watch this episode, yeah.
Peace.